What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video utilizing the Belo strategy. So once again, going to be playing the Belo strategy on the ranked ladder. Similar list to what we've been playing. I'm not even sure, so I recorded these games before I switched up the list this most recent time, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm on Crackers or not. I was trying out Cracker for a little bit in the list. Unfortunately, I don't think it's that good, to be honest, but I think it's worth looking at and testing. So pretty similar list, not much to say about it. If you haven't already seen, go ahead and check out my Belo videos on my channel. I have about 3 or 4 of them so far, similar to this one. And you can see a bunch more ranked gameplay with Belo. But otherwise, let's just get into the games. First one's going to be against GP. We're going to win the die roll, choose to go second, of course. Opponent's going to play Nami, search for Gum Gum Giant. And we top deck Akuma here, but I still think I want my Ivankov if I can get it here. So I decide to Belo Searcher anyway over the Kuma so that I could get the Ivankov. And luckily we do get the Ivankov. Like, we also could have got a raise max and that would have been alright. So we're going to go ahead and play the Ivankov. We're going to ditch the Lindenberg. Ivankov, play out Karasu, swing 5. Lindenberg just being probably the worst card in my hand right now, even though it's not a bad card in my hand by any means. But I just expect myself to play like Karasu most of the time over the Lindenberg. They're just going to swing 5 into the cross hit. I'm going to give them a 1k counter to make them use their leader ability and go -2 Dawn. And then they're just going to swing 9 into it. Of course, it dies then. They're going to use the stage on their Zoro, pass the turn. Here I'm going to play Inazuma, discard the Kuma, boost both, and then swing 7 into the Zoro, just get off the field. So they have a harder time clearing my board next turn. And if they want to save it, by all means. And then we're going to play Ivankov, show them the Karasu, and they're going to hit Electric Luna, which, Zoro into Electric Luna trigger must be nice. But regardless, we're going to pass the turn, swing another 8, make them go down to 1, pass the turn. And they're only going to 5 Dawn because we forced them to use their leader ability last turn. And they're going to have that second Electric Luna. Unfortunate, but we do have 4 life, so we're not dead anytime. Like this turn or next, probably. And then they are going to swing 5 into the Karasu, and I decide to save it. I'm not sure if that's right or not. But I'm just going to go 10 at life, make them take it, and then play down the body that I have. They're going to go 5 into Karasu, we'll let it go. Once again to play around Electric Luna, hopefully. Instead of, giving up the block there. See what the opponent does here. They have 7 Dawn. They're going to put 2 underneath the Nami, swing 4. We got to let it die. And then they are going to Electric Luna. So they did have 3 Electric Luna and a Zoro, for anyone counting. And then they're going to play Robin. We're going to top deck a Koala, which doesn't do anything. But once again, we're not completely dead here. So we can swing 10. See what he does with it. Forcing a giant with 1 card, and then we can potentially swing with the Karasu, play down the Koala, or we just simply play down the Koala. I guess if he blocks here, we just swing another 9, I guess is my thought process. So they don't have, I can't see if they had the Gum Gum Giant or not. Oh, they did. They did have Gum Gum Giant. They're going to kill the Ivankov and then just put up a Zoro. And now we have 2 swingers that we can boost with whatever card we draw, which is another downside of like the Cracker and off Revolutionary Army type techs, is that in these situations, if I just top deck Cracker right here, I just can't ever boost my characters, which sucks. So I'm going to start 8 lead and then decide what to do. They're going to get Gum Gum Giant, go down to 1 Dawn. So I'm not afraid of dying anytime soon. Like, they can't secret loot for me for a while. And we're just going to go 8. And if they block this, then we can just play Koala Pass. They block it and minus. And as you can tell, this game is just over. They can do nothing. We hit a Morley. They will have the 3rd Gum Gum Giant to get out of another hit. So they've had 3 Gum Gum Giants, 3 Electric Lunas, and a 4-drop Zoro. But no Sanji Pudding. They have the 2K, 2K, 1K for the 9 swing, and then 2K, 2K, and they had the 4th Gum Gum Giant in hand, so pretty nasty by the opponent. But couldn't get there because they couldn't find their Sanji Pudding. So every time they minus Dawn, they just lost value. Going into the next game here, we have another GP matchup. This time, our opponent's going to choose to go first. They're going to play the stage, draw a card. We're just going to pass. Our hand isn't that good, but we have Ivankov, so I think that's why we kept it. They're going to play Zoro, and we unfortunately top deck into the Searcher, which isn't very good. But we are going to play Ivankov, ditch a card, and play down the Lindbergh just to get it on those 2 bodies on the field. Could have argued for like Searcher into a blocker or something instead of using leader ability. But I feel like it's important just to get these 2 on the bodies actually do something when they attack. Like Lindbergh on the field first. We're going to hit a Kuma. We're going to pop the Nami. They're going to play Robin. So unfortunately we don't have the Kuma anymore to pop that Robin, but it should be alright. Because we do have Lindbergh, of course. We're going to play Ivankov into another Lindbergh. Swing 8 at life, kill the Robin. They're going to use the ability, Dawn -1, search for a Zoro, EB02. And then we can go 5 with the Kuma into the Zoro. After they Gamma Knife trigger. And then we'll go 6 to 6, 8 to 6, and then replace the Kuma with a blocker, pass the turn. They're going to draw a card off the Going Merry, swing 5 at life, which is interesting. So I'm just going to 2K that. Try to, because I can feel an Electric Luna coming. Like a 4-drop Zoro, tap something into an Electric Luna. They're going to play Nami, search for Jet Gatling. Play Zoro. Okay, so they don't play that Rush Zoro that they added last turn. They're going to use the ability. Go to 4 Dawn. They're going to swing 7 into Lindbergh. We let it go. And then just pass with 4 Dawn up, which is pretty scary. We top deck a Karasu, which is one of the best top decks, honestly. So we're gonna put probably 2 Dawn under Ivankov first. Play down the Karasu minus 1,000. And we can go 7-5 to start. They're gonna take it, which is not good for them. And they just have no counter, so they have no giants, nothing. Did they have Luna though? Yes, they had Luna, so I think they were about to, they thought about doing the Zoro into leader ability, get Dawn back, play Luna, hold up a giant or something, but they just didn't have a giant. But, alright, well, go into the next game here against a Shanks player. Opponent's gonna win the die roll. They're gonna choose to go first, bold choice. And on this list, we're not on the crackers. We're on 2 of the hormone instead of the 2 crackers, but the whole list is the same regardless. Besides that, we're gonna mulligan that hand, and wow, we hit triple searcher, and we're just gonna, yeah, that's a pretty good hand. Excuse me. Opponent is just taking forever to play the game. We're gonna go, they're gonna pass on 1. We're gonna searcher into Karasu Ivankov, and you know, couldn't draw it up better if you tried. They're gonna go 5. We're gonna hit a trigger. I mean, can't complain about that. But we don't trigger it because we're not gonna be able to boost it next turn, because we have to boost the Ivankov in the 2 bodies. So we're just gonna do the thing here, swing 5 to 4. This is just one of those non-games that, you know, you just sometimes have with Belo Betty. You open up double searcher, Ivankov, Karasu, and it's hard to lose that game. Opponent's really thinking on this. We're going to make him use a Divine Departure on a 5 to 4 swing. They're going to swing 6 into 2. We let it go. Then they're going to place Tony Chopper, which is, you know, not Lucky Roo. We're going to 5 drop into the Inazuma. Pretty good off the 5 drop there. We're going to swing 8 with our Karasu to begin with, but unfortunately I misplay here. I should have played the Karasu off the Ivankov first, obviously. And then this would have been 8 into 3 instead of 8 into 4. Opponent's still going to think long and hard about it regardless. Also could consider like playing the Ivankov. If I would have played the Karasu first, I probably should minus the Chopper, so you can't get a free block 6 in leader ability. So yeah, I go for the leader, but I should have just went for the Chopper and make it a 5. That would have been better. Because here they can, yeah, leader ability block for free. They're going to start 5 to 4. We let it go. Then they're going to play Whitebeard, kill a Karasu, pass a turn, and that's just probably not good enough. Surely we can kill them here. Won't make the same mistake twice. In this spot, it doesn't matter if the Chopper is a 6K or not. Like, we're going for game, so this might as well be a 0K blocker, or it could be a 10K blocker. It doesn't matter. Like, they're gonna have to use it regardless, and like, we're not trying to live another turn, so we're just trying to kill them. But either way, going into the Blackbeard matchup. We're going to choose to go second. Helps out. They're going to search for Shiru. We're just going to play our 2-drop, Plastic Turn. They're going to play their 1-drop, Lafitte. Search for another Shiru. Swing 6. Take that. No trigger. Then they will leader ability, which I think is obviously incorrect. We're going to go 2 into the Luffy. They let it go. We'll go 5 into life. They give us a Shiru. Then we're just going to play Lindbergh, pass the turn. Now if they leader ability this turn, I think it's probably right. They're going to play Hachinosu, discard that Shiru, and then draw into a Jesus Burgess and just establish the Jesus. And then leader ability, which is, you know, a good leader ability. Last turn, not so good. We're going to start 5 at life. They'll take it every time. They hit a trigger, and then we're going to go 4-2. Pass the turn, Lindbergh, Koala. They do have Deliberation, which is disgusting. They're going to kill our double Lindbergh. They're going to go 6. We'll take it. No triggers. 8. We'll take it. Finally hit a trigger. We're going to discard the Koala to play the Morley. And then they're going to leader ability us, which is fine. I think we just play this dragon. Or we could raise max. There's an argument to like raise max. Kill the Jesus, but I think a 12 swing at it's guaranteed anyway. And they hit the second trigger. Draw into a stronger, give us the 2k that they just searched, and then we'll swing 8, put them at 2. They will discard a Tish for Hachinosu. See what they take off this Hachinosu. They need like a Kuzan, yeah, so they draw Kuzan. Swing into the Koala, we'll just let it go. Could have argued to save it. And then just going to play, obviously, Shiru, kill the Morley. So that we cannot kill them next turn. Then establish a Burgess so they can kill us on the backswing. And then Black Holus. We're just going to go 9. 9. Double blocker. They hit a third trigger, by the way. Their trigger searcher. They are just going to counter out of our 9 swing because they're afraid of a rush card. Rush Inazuma. Which, I mean, if I had Rush Inazuma, you could counter out of it anyway. Because if the most I could do is 10, if I leader ability, add 3 Dawn to it, and you had 3 2Ks. But they are going to play Kuzan into Shiru, kill one of the blockers, go 7. So they're going to go 7, 8, 12. We'll take the first one, hit a blocker, but it was just extra at that point. Because we can counter out of this 8, and we could have used the, if we didn't get it, the second blocker, we would have had that blocker. Then we just math them out regardless of the extra character. And going into the next game here, another GP matchup, very popular matchup on the rank sim recently, of course. They are going to take our curve away, choose to go second. We're going to keep this hand, I believe. Seems pretty good. We have a 3-drop to play, and then we have Vankov into Karasu on the next turn. They are going to Zoro, and we think we give them the 2k because their Zoro doesn't have rush here. Because we only have 1 character. So we are going to play the Searcher, search for the 5-drop for follow-up on the next turn. Going to play the Ivankov, get rid of the Lindbergh. Boost everything, and then play Karasu, go 5-4. And then 7-4. They take it, pass a turn. They're gonna whiff their Sanji Pudding turn. They're going to play Zoro Zero. Search for Sanji Pudding. Swing 5 into 4. We just let that go, of course. 5-5. We hit Karasu. It's huge. And then they're going to tap 4 for another Zoro Zero. Take a Sanji. I believe that's the 2k. We're going to play another 5-drop here. Play out the blocker. And then we can leader ability. We'll swing 5-5 to begin with, and then we will proc this Ivankov, play out the Karasu, minus 1,000 to leader, and then 8-4, minusing another 1,000 to leader. They'll take that 8-4, take the 7-4, and then take the 8-4. Pass the turn. We have 3 life, a blocker, 1 card in hand, and they only have 6 dawns, so we're not afraid of dying. They're gonna play Sanji Pudding, do the whole ability thing. Go to 6-4. We gotta let that go because of Electric Luna. We can't afford to block those. Then they're gonna play Sanji, pass. We hit another Inazuma Rush, but also a Dragon. And I do take a while to think about this for a minute. I think I end up going with the dragon because I can go dragon, put 2 Dawn under leader, and then leader ability. We can go 8 to 5 with our Karasu to start, the Gum Gum Giant, and then we can go 7 to 5, 7 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. And those are just very good numbers. Otherwise, with double Inazuma, we could play both, get down 6 Dawn, and have 2 left, 3 left. And we could go leader ability, discard the dragon, boost the 4Ks. We can go 7 at life. We could even go 8 at life with, no, we would go 7 at life with Karasu, minus 1,000. And then it's 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. So it's like, it's 5 7s instead of 7, no, sorry. 9, 7, 7, 9, 9. It would just be 5 7s. So maybe, I mean, I just think, I'm not sure which one's better. They're both really good, and they both probably get there. But I think this one's just a little bit better. Could be wrong though. Just because we can swing numbers that like a Gum Gum Giant can't get just free out of. They will spin their Gum Gum Giant here on the first 9 swing. And then we can go, like I said, 7, 7, 9, 9. We'll give 2, 1. 0 drop event. We'll go 9. They block, and 9. They only have a 2K. So we win the game. They double Electric Luna. And last game of the video. It's going to be against a Belo Betty. We can keep this one on 1x speed. We're going to choose to go second, I believe. Oh no, our opponent chose to go first. I'm honestly not exactly sure what is better in the mirror. I'm starting to think that going first might be better just because you want to kill them as soon as possible. But obviously going second curve is crazy. So, I'm not exactly sure. Like, in the matchup, I want to preferably be killing them by like my 6 Dawn turn, essentially. Which I've learned that like, trying to play conservative in the matchup is just not the way to go. You just need to like, go at face and just win as soon as possible, or it's not going to be good. So, and just like pray they don't hit too many triggers to where you die. So like I want to kill them next turn. I want them to take both of these and I'll kill them next turn essentially. They do 2K out of one of them, which is fine. And we do have double Karasu for next turn with the one that's already on board. They're going to play Ivankov, leader ability. Ivankov play Karasu, minus 1,000 to leader. They're going to go 5 at my Belo Betty. We'll let it go. 5 at life. Take it. 6 at life. We'll take it. Because like I said, we're trying to kill them on this 6 Dawn turn right here. They have 2 cards in hand, 3 life. And we have a rusher. So we could get there. Just going to be a matter of how. I think we just have to play the rusher leader ability, play Karasu off of Ivankov, and then swing with Karasu. And we have 3 Dawn extra to swing with. Because there's just no possible way we live after this. So we'll go 8 to 3. They take it. We have to go 7 to 3. They take it. 8 to 3. They take it. No triggers, thankfully. And then 8 to 3. And we win because they have 3K worth of counter. Yeah, I just think that's just how you have to play it. I'm wondering if, I think going first is better though, now that I've played the mirror a couple times. And I'm, interested to test out the mirror as the deck does get more popular, because the deck, we'll go into the list one more time. The deck just recently was the most represented deck at the last OP11 tournament in Japan, or in the Asia territories at least. It was what I believe in the top 16 there were 4 Belo Betties, so Belo Betty is seeing a gigantic increase in play, not only in the East but also in the West. A lot of my locals are starting to fill up with Belo Betties, and the rank ladder is showing Belo Betty having a 54% win rate. It doesn't have as many games, of course, as other decks, obviously, but it does have a currently 54% win rate on the rank sim overall with all the Belo Betty players combined, or at least the ones that are able to rank that they take the sim data into account with. So it is going to be more and more important as time goes on to practice the mirror. So that's what I'll be doing as I continue to play the strategy. I've actually also got a new list that I want to try that I've been seeing go around, and that'll be for the next Belo Betty video, but be on the lookout for that video and the new tech that Belo Betty players are starting to put in their deck. But either way, GG to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.